our cake is pretty smooth here, but it's not quite smooth enough. So in this video, I have a couple of techniques to help you really get your cake nice and smooth. Now this video here is a part of my How to Frost a Cake Like a Pro Skillshare class. So if you really want to frost your cake well, be sure to check out this class. I have a link in the description box with the free access. The first technique is the soft cloth or paper towel. But notice on this paper towel how there are the little designs. Those will go on your cake, so I recommend a smoother paper towel. A lot of times I use a soft cloth, and this is actually an old bed sheet, flannel bed sheet that I tore up. Now I roughed up my cake a little just to show you this technique a little more. Now notice here I touch my cake and it's still kind of hard, so I take my paper towel or my soft cloth and I just kind of rub it until it gets really smooth. Now I don't know if you can see it, but my cake is certainly smoother, even though it has those paper towel marks. Honestly, I recommend using a soft cloth or the brand Viva paper towels, which doesn't have those little designs. Now in order to do this technique, you have to use a crusting buttercream, which is like this one, made with powdered sugar. Pull it off and voila! My cake is nice and smooth. Now my second technique uses boiling hot water and a metal spatula. Now I roughed up my cake again so you could see this example in action. But basically I dip my spatula in the water until it gets really hot, wipe it clean, and then I'm going to put my spatula right on the cake, and the hot spatula is going to melt the butter and smooth the icing. You can see it on my cake, it really did smooth. So again, dip my spatula, wipe it off, make sure the spatula is really hot, and then put it right on your cake and watch it smooth it out. Oh my goodness, just look, the rough spots are completely gone. My cake is nice and smooth. But it is really important that your water is really hot. I mean like boiling hot. And that will make your cake just smooth out much more easily. Now the final technique is the water technique. So I have some water and my spatula. The temperature of the water doesn't really matter. So I roughed up my cake again and I'm dipping my spatula in the water and putting it directly on the cake. Note how I'm not wiping it off. So basically what I'm doing is watering down the icing to make it a thinner consistency, and that will help my cake sort of smooth out. But the trick is you don't want to use too much water or else you'll have a soupy mess. So there you go, 3 different ways to smooth out your cake. Try out all 3, decide which one is your favorite. Now, as I mentioned before, if you really want to master your cake decorating, frosting skills, be sure to check out my Skillshare class. In the description box below, I have a free access code.